Welcome back. Immigrants' rights groups are preparing for a national day of action next weekend as the debate over Title 42 intensifies. Voces de la Frontera will host a march in Milwaukee demanding protections from the White House for immigrants and ending what they're calling cruel Trump-era policies. This is video from last year's march near City Hall. Christine Newman-Ortiz is Executive Director of Voces de la Frontera Action. Christine, good to have you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for the invitation.
Marches are planned all over the country on May 1st, a week from Sunday. What are you asking for?
The overarching message in these actions, there are 39 cities so far that are uniting, is to really pivot and put pressure on President Biden to use his executive power to deliver the promises that he made on the campaign trail. Here in Wisconsin, we know that, especially for Voces de la Frontera and Voces de la Frontera Action, we were very involved in engaging the Latino community in participating in the 2020 elections. And it wasn't enough to just reject the cruel policies, the racist policies, anti-immigrant policies of the Trump administration. They wanted to know, what does President Biden propose? And part of those, the promise of immigration reform, and we saw that lost last year by one vote in the Senate. So we're really shifting to say, do what you can administratively to provide protections for families who have been here 10, 20, 30 years. These are immigrant essential workers working in meatpacking industries, working in essential industries.
Let me ask you about Title 42. There's growing pressure on the White House. There's even some Democrats now voicing concerns over repealing this. It appears by accounts that federal officials say they're not prepared for an influx that may occur.
Well, the biggest takeaway that the American people need to know about Title 42 is that the entire justification, there's no basis for it. The whole idea was that this was a response to the pandemic, when CDC, public health officials, human rights officials have completely said there is no scientific public health basis to this. So the only basis to step away from our existing asylum process was really an anti-immigrant racist policy. And that kind of got exposed most recently when they were going to make exceptions to Ukrainian refugees and still keep out, hold this standard to African folks from African countries, Haiti, and Latin America. And so obviously there was an uproar about that, but it really exposes things. So the reality is that, first of all, the numbers have been conflated because under this dysfunctional system that has been created, you have people who are repeatedly trying to cross the border like 3 or 4 times and risking their lives in doing so, to be rejected, waiting for when they can finish. This is not, what they're doing is not illegal. This is to ask asylum is a legal process.
If the president delays repealing this, what would the response be to that?
I think there would be some major consequences for Democrats in the midterm elections. Right now, in terms of recent polling, especially with the Latino voters, there are 26% approval rating, and immigration is one of those issues. So it can either be a very positive issue, like a highly motivational issue, if it's done right. Basically, if the promises are fulfilled about like the kind of good solutions we need, but to actually cave in to racism because of cowardice. It's something where, again, Democrats and Republicans need to be held accountable. It's sad that this issue is being politicized the way it is. And for me, my main message actually goes out to the people, because ultimately it is the people who hold our elected officials accountable for the kind of changes that we need and the solutions that we need.
A debate that is intensifying as we sit here at this hour. Christine Newman-Ortiz, Executive Director of Voces de la Frontera Action. Christine, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Up next, the growing and heated campaign to become Wisconsin's next Attorney General. Republican candidate Adam Jarchow is here next.